Well, good morning. We're going to show you today Zoom, which is an online video conferencing program, and we'll be able to use this for connecting up to 100 people at a time, and I imagine that you will be the leads on this. So the first thing you're going to do is come to their website, which is zoom.us, and you'll come to their website and you'll navigate over to Resources, Download Zoom Client. Then within Zoom Client, the Download Center, you want Zoom Client for meetings, and you'll download their application. Once it's downloaded, you can drag that out onto your desktop. I happen to be working from a Mac, but I'm sure this will work just the same for your PC. We'll go Continue, and it will load up the software here momentarily. I'm done with their platform, and this will be the window I have. And I also have Zoom now down in my little keyboard down here. Here's my little Zoom. It's actually loaded as well in my applications. So that is helpful too. There's Zoom in my applications. So what I want to do is schedule a meeting. So I'll come in here and I'll go Schedule. I'll give it a name. We'll call it Mystery 1. And then you can put a recurring meeting. And then within that, you're going to want to leave it as general. It's fine. No password. That just makes it too complicated. Video host, video on. Participants, videos on. And then phone and computer as well. This will work on an iPhone. It'll work on your computer, work on an iPad. It's multi-platform. There's a number of calendars to work through, but I just leave it as other. That gives me a little bit more dexterity. And then I'll scroll down to advanced options. We want to make sure that enabling waiting room and join before meeting. This is just in case you haven't started the meeting yet for yourself, but other people will join with the password that I'll show you, or the meeting ID number. And it will allow you to, they can talk offline before you get there. So make sure those are checked. And then you want to copy all this. I just like to, for my own, I will just click and drag it. It says copy meeting, Command C on my computer. And then I will go back out. I'll close that. I'm done with that. Then I'll come down to my Safari again. I'm going to open up my email. I'm using Outlook. And then I will schedule in a new meeting. So now I'll paste that content, that meeting, into here, and the subject will be Ministry 1, so weekly. And then I'll go down here. It says here's the meeting number ID. It's always a 9-digit number. I like to highlight that. I'll go Command B for bold, and I'll make it larger so that they can see it right off the bat. So it's the biggest thing in that note. They'll know that you've been inviting them. So here is my name. I've invited them to a Zoom meeting. And here's the topic, Ministry 1. And it's a recurring meeting anytime. I've left that anytime because then you can come on to that platform at any time that you like. And now the most important thing is you want to invite. Who are you inviting? And you can start listing the people that you want to invite to your meeting. And you know, like my weekly meeting with the men's ministry, as I have anywhere from 5 to 8 guys, depending. And last week we did it, and it was very, very successful. We had a very good time. And actually, we talked a lot longer. And then I will send the meeting note. Once I've sent that out, and I remember my number, I've saved my number, I'll write that down in my calendar. I'll close out, and you'll wait for your meeting. And then the day of the meeting, when the meeting comes up, you come to join, and you just punch in that number, and you go join. And then it will bring you up as the host. And so the first thing you want to do is go join with your computer. So there's my computer up and running, and I have a menu bar down here at the bottom that will start telling you who the participants are that have come into it, and quite a few things you'll get as they come across. Things will move around, and you can actually bifurcate your screen where you can see everybody all at once or just yourself, and they can hear you chat. If you want to mute, you can mute, or you can turn off the video. It'll go back to a screensaver image of yourself. Whatever you want to do. A nice feature here is called Share Screen. I like the Share Screen because I can go back to my desktop and I can type in something like Bible Gateway and bring that up, and I can actually share the program on my screen. So anything that's within that green border will be shared. I can put that away for right now. You can see that. Everything is all shared. Here's my image up here in the corner. And I can come in here and let's say it's go Hebrews 11:1. And I bring up, there it is. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and the assurance about what we do not see. And one of my favorite verses. Hard for me to read. I'm not an NIV guy, more of a New King James, but it works. I can play with that. So that's a nice little feature. And you can bring up PowerPoint presentations. You can bring up baby pictures. You can bring anything you want as long as you go to share and find it on your screen, and you can just plug it in and you're good to go. So that's a great little feature. I hope this has been helpful. You'll want to play around with it. There's a little bit of a learning curve. You may want to practice a little bit. But as always, we'll be praying for you, and I'll see you in my prayers. Blessings.